Hello everyone and welcome to the 1v1 Me Pro event here at San Francisco Fleet Week Esports Challenge. I'm your host Cannery and we have a great matchup for you guys. We're going to be doing 1v1 in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, full-on gunfight. To bring you the action once again, we have Artie's OP over in the corner. Flew him all the way out from Hawaii.
Hello. I'm happy to be here. This is my first in-person event since COVID has started, and I'm just so happy to be here in person. San Francisco Fleet Week, and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. We got 1 month before Vanguard releases, so this is a pretty great way to send off Cold War, in my opinion.
And obviously with the best personnel that we have here too. We're going to be starting off this match. We have an amazing matchup. It's going to be a 1v1 gunfight. We have Jack Dale here on player 2. Going to be starting it all off. And then on my left side, or your right side, we have Justin Anderson going to be kicking off this first one. And once again, the way how this tournament is going to break down, it is going to be a King of the Hill style game. So first to 6, loser gets off, winner stays, and we're just going to keep playing till about, 9:30? And then we are going to be on our pro. So yeah, let's just get this show on the road. Let's see if we could actually get the game started.
I'm excited to see what we will find in the skill disparity here. I'm sure that early on we'll find one person that will probably keep themselves up on the scoreboard for quite a while, and we'll got to wait till someone knocks them off. Maybe we get one person that stays on the very beginning. Maybe Jack here is just a complete pro himself, going to be staying in the match all the way up until the end of the pros. We'll find out. Only one of these two incredible men will be staying here. The other will be walking away after 6 rounds here. And, only time will tell. I think we're going to be getting that match started very shortly here. Whenever you folks are ready, go ahead and hit start, and we will jump into the very first 1v1 here on Nuketown 84. Gunfight is the name of the game. So every round they will start with a random loadout. It will be the same for each player. Level field, level game, but is the skill going to be level? That's what we're going to find out, starting off with the Carve 2 and the 1911. This is going to be your standard burst rifle. 2 bursts, all it takes to kill for this first round here. Let's see, player 1. Player 2, starting off technical pause off the bat with player 1. Looks like they are stuck on controller for now. Gotta change the input device, so we will have to just back the lobby out real quick. Great start to the match, Kanashi. Bring us back. We're gonna have to restart real quick. You have to exit the match and set your input before the match starts. We love that. Great start here.
Are you fucking kidding me?
even the in-game players understand our strike here. Kanashi, bring us back. We coming through. As soon as player 1 sets the correct input there for keyboard and mouse, not controller, we'll get started. This is going to be keyboard and mouse for the first bracket.
Yeah, it's definitely something that, especially if you're coming from a different console or, a totally different machine in general, you have to, reset your settings every single time. So we understand that that's going to be a thing. Good thing we got out of the way in the first match. So hopefully we can just keep the ball rolling. We know that for every single person, once again, we are playing on PC. You do have the option to pick up the controller as well if you would like to prefer that. You totally calibrate that to your heart's content. And then, yeah, we'll just get the matches started. But, yeah, we do have options to go either way.
And we're going to be starting off now, this time with the 74U and the Shadow Hunter. This is a pretty interesting loadout to start off with, just because of the fact that you can use the 74U, which is the meta SMG. All of the CDL pros were using this one. Or using the Shadow Hunter, 1 shot, 1 kill, but it looks like the 74U is going to be the weapon of choice here. Player 1 is going to walk away. The first kill here. So let's go ahead and see. Great spray control there. Player 2, Jack, looking a little worse for wear. Hopefully he's going to come back on this one. Changing some settings right now, dropping that sensitivity even lower. We're staying with the 74U and the Shadow Hunter for this one. Let's find out where the players are going to go. Looks like as we see player 2 inching towards the sideline. Player 1 gets the sights first. Going to be able to hone in on it and grab that spray down. Not a single bullet has been taken yet. Looks like the 74U just is not the weapon for Jack here, but Justin doing just fine with it. Now we will switch off to a different loadout, but it will be still the 74U in the primary. A little bit different scope here. Hauer 77 in the secondary weapon slot here. Hauer 77 extremely overpowered if you can get into those close quarters here, which is very possible on Nuketown, especially if you get them both in between the bus and the truck, if you get inside of one of the houses. This is going to be an interesting fight here, though. Looks like it's going to start with a 74U no matter what. Looks like Jack this time has the drop on Justin. They're going to be fighting around the bus here. Each time, who's going to be able to pick up the first one with a flashbang and the final shot. It is going to be Justin. 3 in a row right now. It's 3-0. Now, Jack does outrank Justin here. Jack is an officer. Justin is enlisted, but it looks like there might be a rank up coming through at some point after this. Still with the 74U in the Hauer 77. Let's find if it's going to be 4-0 or... Oh, looks like Jack was able to survive a little bit. Molotov is going to go out. Jack going to, unfortunately, still not be able to get one shot in here. It's 4-0. But next round is a new loadout, a new redemption, something other than the 74U. 74U is probably Justin's crutch here. Is he relying on that? It's going to be M82 and the Diamandis. This is a great loadout, very different. That short-range scope on the M82 is going to bring the Diamandis into play here. It's going to be able to, you can use either of them. Both are going to be very functional in this fight here. Jack going for the quick scopes here. Switching out to the Diamandi, going to be throwing out a Molotov on the right-hand side to make sure he doesn't get tracked here. He gets the first shot, he gets the second, but he does not pick up the third. He is going to go down here. It is 0-5 here. Is his name Jack or is his name Owen? 0-5 comes through. Will we find the shutout here? Justin going for the top from the very first round. Is it going to happen? The shutout match. 60 seconds on that timer. M82 in hand. Going for the quick scopes out on the left-hand side. Not going to find it. Jack aiming for the garage here. From green, throws the Molotov. Molotov's going to be landing in the field of view. We see the Diamandis coming out from Justin. He's going to go around the left-hand side of the bus. He gets the first shot, and he gets the shutout. Player one not dropping a single match. Jack, thank you for playing. He is the officer here. He's got to go back to his desk and not the field. He is going to be walking off this stage as Justin picks up the first. A great handshake between the two here. Incredible first match. Incredible way to start it off. Kanashi, we might have our victor right here. We literally shut out on the first round. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think that he can do this twice? Do you think next match is also going to be a shutout?
It's definitely one of those things where, especially if you start with momentum, it could pick up and eventually snowball into the next one. Speaking of the next one, we are going to have Grant Hartzell coming up next, stepping up to the mic. So we get everybody settled into their PC or their controller of choice. Yeah, once again, I feel like this is a little bit of, it goes either way. You want to either have more momentum rolling into the final matches, or will it end up becoming a thing of fatigue as well? You never know. But yeah, that always ends up playing out, especially in these longer ones. You might start on a hot streak. Hopefully it keeps going, but we'll definitely have to see.
So, Kanashi, can you tell me a little bit about our victor from the last round here, Justin? Do you have a bio you could read me, or maybe ask him some questions since you're about 6 inches away from him?
Yeah. Whoa. I did not expect the speaker to be that loud in my left ear when I turned. But, yeah. Mr. Justin Anderson, how you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. Thank you.
So, how long have you been on Black Ops? How long have you been playing this?
I've been playing the various Call of Duty games for probably over a decade.
Ooh, over a decade. He's got a decade's worth of experience already.
Wow. I mean, that's about as much as I have, but that's a decade is very different for the both of us, because for me, a decade ago, I was in middle school, Kanashi. A decade for him, he was already, slaying away. I just made everyone in this room feel very old with that one line.
There we go. But yeah, it definitely shows. Yeah, but let's see. He wants me to. You want me to?
Camera angles are.
I'm getting notes from the director when I can't even hear it. Gotta switch hands too, or else it's a little awkward.
You see,
Yep.
Cannery, it has been a long time since we've had an in-person event.
Yeah, it feels so weird.
It feels so weird, especially given the fact that on that one camera angle, you can see the producer, you can see you can see the players, you can see the caster. It's crazy. I love it.
I'm the last person to see anyone because I have to look this way.
Actually, yeah, chat, Kanashi does not actually have any sort of way to see what is on screen. We're literally just putting him. He doesn't even have an earpiece. This is amazing.
Nothing. But yeah, this is definitely something that we're definitely looking forward to. But yeah, have you been playing on PC, or were you starting out on consoles and then continuing on forward, or?
I started out on consoles, and then now I primarily play on PC.
There we go.
Nice. PC is the way to go, honestly. And what's funny is in CDL, PC is now the standard, but controller is the way of the game. In CDL Pro Play, it's all controllers. Even in the Collegiate League, there is no keyboard and mouse. So that put me at a very big disadvantage when I started playing, but then I ended up trying to become a coach instead because that was a lot better for me to not have to, use my own controller. I'm not a controller person at all. Keyboard and mouse, definitely the way to go for me.
It's definitely something that takes a long time to comprehend for me. It's as you know, with each console, you end up getting a different controller shape. So I think the last Call of Duty I played on was the Wii. That's how long ago it was.
World at War on the Wii.
Yeah,
Incredible.
you had to use the Wii Zapper, the thing that came with the Link game, whatever.
Oh my gosh.
That's how long ago I played Call of Duty. But yeah, definitely excited to see some high-end gameplay. We good? We are good. Okay.
Yeah.
The second match is underway.
Players,
So, yeah.
whenever you get your settings all dialed in, you don't have to wait for us. Go ahead and start that up, and we will jump into it as soon as you guys are ready. Match is going to start. We're going to stay on Nuketown 84 for the moment. And, yeah, once again, we are seeing gunfight as the play here. Every single round, a different random loadout. Looks like we're going to be starting now with a pretty good loadout here. The QBZ-83 recently nerfed in actually today's update. So this is going to be interesting. I'm actually not sure of the new damage values, but it will be a quick defeat for the new man on the block, Justin. Staying in without taking a single hit of damage here. Going to be jumping up. We're watching this here. Oh, no. He did take one hit of damage. I think that's the most that we've seen so far. QBZ-83 going to be staying. Howard 77 as well. Now, we do know that the way Justin likes to play, he likes to hold off on the angles here. He jumps over to the left-hand side, scans, then jumps in forward. He jumps over to the right-hand side, scans, then jumps forward. Now, our second player here is going to have to play off of that knowledge. He watched Justin play for 6 whole rounds, technically 7. We're going to be getting the drop on him, but unfortunately, even though the first shot was his, the last shot was Justin's, keeping the crosshairs directly centered on the head here. Let's see how quick that reaction was. Keeping it centered on the chest, center of mass is exactly what they train you here, and well, we love to see that energy. Milano and Diamati coming through. It's going to be back the SMGs, the dual Diamatis as well. This is going to be a very interesting round. Different pacing from the last one entirely. However, player 2 going to be getting the first drop off here. Milano 821 is going to do just a little bit of damage. We see Justin on 127 HP. Only one shot landed for that Milano, but unfortunately, he's not going to land any more than that. Going to be 3-0. Kanashi, we might have another shutout situation here. I just don't know what to say if Justin is just going to start off and stay on this ladder. He's got 10 years of experience. Let's see. Now, I think that for player 2, you got to use the utility here. You got to land a good Semtex. You got to land a good stun. I'm curious to see if any of this utility is going to stick here. Justin is going to dodge these bullets like Neo. He will hit his own flash, though. Looks like player 2 is going to try and rotate back into the sidelines here. 5 HP on Justin, but he doesn't care. He's going to come out on top anyway. Checking this out now with a new loadout, the RPD. We haven't seen any sort of LMGs come into play just yet, but now on round 5, this might be the last loadout if Justin can keep his position up here. Now, switching over to the Gallo SA-12. Gallo is going to be an incredible shotgun, especially in these close quarter situations. Going to be jumping into green. Player 2 sitting on the sideline waiting for the time to shine. I think that they can hear me over the speaker, so I gave away his position. And the first round that Justin goes down is going to be now. Player 2 has earned the right for me to call him by his name. This is Grant, everybody. Grant stepping into the ring here. Justin is now sweating just a little bit in this San Francisco chill. I would say San Francisco heat, but it is cold here. Now, jumping off into this second round with the RPD. Let's see if Grant can go 2 for 2 with the LMGs. Now, that Molotov that Justin just threw just gave away his position. Grant going to be able to play off that information very well. Through the smoke, lands all the shots. 2 to 4. We're going to be jumping into another loadout here. 4 loadouts in one round. I'm not even used to that. We're usually done by this point. AK-74U, though, Grant sweating. He knows how this plays out. Is he going to be able to come off of this incredible momentum and take out Justin where he stands? Or is Justin going to revert to his old ways with the AK-74U? Great Molotov stick here. We will see Grant drop it down to 119 HP. That means he's exactly 3 shots away from death here. Will Grant be able to survive? No, Justin grabs those shots immediately. 5 to 2. This is the final round. If Justin can win, Grant could extend this as much as possible. 1, 2, 3 will land, and that is the shot. Now, match point for Justin here. Grant on his last stand. Flashbang and Molotov need to be used very tactically here if Grant wants a chance. Starting off, both are going to be in their respective houses. Grant going to be running out in the mid here, but Justin going to nerf himself. He wants to give Grant a little bit of a chance here. Drops down to 106 HP. Grant survives with 86 himself. Will Grant be able to come out on top with this next gunfight? No, he's not. Justin walking away 6 to 2. It's not a 6-0. This ladder is getting harder, but Justin stays on the rungs. Even by nerfing himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the handshake comes through. Kanashi, that was something, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I just had to take my notes out for a sec. I was almost about to get this man a blindfold if he went 6-0 again. Like there's no other way. This guy is like smelling him around the corner. But yeah, next up we are going to have Zach Brown against Justin Anderson. Gonna keep this flow going.
Welcome to the stage, Zach Brown. Already, this is going to be a very interesting round because this, I think, is going to set the precedent. We know that Justin Anderson, he's able to hold his own here. He's able to stay well within his comfort zone no matter what weapon. Now the RPD, the LMGs, that threw him for a loop. Will we see multiple LMGs coming through in the next few gunfight loadouts? Who knows? But Zach Brown, as soon as you get your settings dialed in, go ahead and hit start whenever you're ready. Going to be seeing just a little bit of a pause while we wait. But Kanashi, I just want to say thank you for bringing me out here to San Francisco.
It's been a pleasure. I mean, you gotta take a peek around everything. We actually took the scenic route. We were not 20 minutes late. We were taking the scenic route.
We were not. I was making sure that I clocked in exactly at 5 o'clock.
There we go.
Even though we were still in San Francisco traffic, which, by the way, not as bad as I was expecting. It's about the same as what I'm used to in Honolulu, so pretty good overall.
Yeah, it's relatively chill too. And then we drove them past the Chase Center, where the Warriors are now about to start their season, so definitely something I'm looking forward to. And then obviously we have the postseason at Oracle Park as well tonight. Not tonight, it's actually tomorrow night. But the lights are all on, everybody's outside. It's definitely something to look forward to.
You know what I will say? We drove past the Chase Center, but it actually stayed there. It didn't follow us like the name implies.
Yeah, usually the Chase Center does not move. It's named after the bank.
Only usually.
Yeah. The chase center does not chase people.
Sometimes.
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 At night.
For Halloween. It's a special Halloween event.
Have you guys seen Monster House?
It's the Monster Chase Center.
That'd be creepy though. That'd be definitely something. All right.
That would be something incredible. But check this out, Kanashi.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Here's something that I would like to point out. Justin has had his settings dialed in now. This is his third round.
Yep.
Zach Brown coming up to player 2 position. First time using these settings. He's also going to be on controller. Now, that's not necessarily a deficit, that's not necessarily a benefit, but that is something to keep in mind here as we see Zach on controller. Starting off with the XM4, this is going to be your bog standard loadout here. It's actually the same default XM4 that comes preloaded in your loadouts when you first start playing Black Ops Cold War, so everyone is very used to this. Zach Brown going to be going down to 1 HP right as it starts here, not getting a shot off onto Justin Anderson. It will be 1-0. We all saw this coming. But will Zach Brown come out on top for this one? Knock Justin Anderson off his rung. We'll find out now as we start off in the next one. Once again, XM4 1911, same loadout as your default loadout, numero uno. Going to be seeing as Justin Anderson starts off on the left-hand side, going to shift over to moving truck, trying to find where Zach is coming from. Zach going to be shifting over to the right by the Jeep here. This is my preferred playing position here. Luckily, that smoke grenade is going to be landing in a very advantageous position for Zach. Zach going to be switching off to 1911, missing a couple shots here. 23 still left in the XM4, but it's Justin that walks away with the victory. 2-0 here. Justin Anderson, unstoppable. There you see it. Just a couple points of damage here. FFAR1 and the RPG-7. Now, the RPG will be throwing us for a loop here because that will give Zach a chance to end Justin's reign before he gets any bit of damage off. Justin tries to fire the first RPG. Going to be missing here, and the FFAR going to be doing some damage to him. He shreds Justin Anderson down. Zach Brown picking up the first round up against Justin. Now, last match, we saw Justin lose his first round after 4 rounds. This time it was after 2. So there is a chance here. Once again, FFAR1, RPG-7. Let's find out where our players are going to go. Zach Brown going to be headed for center. Justin shortly behind him in center as well. They're going to be fighting around moving truck here. Stuns are going to go out from both players. It's not going to land for anyone, but Justin Anderson is going to hit all of those FFAR shots. Not a single RPG was fired. See, no stun was hit, but he didn't need it to hit these FFAR shots. That fast fire rate, just too much. We are going to be switching over to the AUG. The RPG-7 still staying in play, though. Now, the AUG is going to change up the playstyle just a little bit here. The burst fire of this TAC rifle is extremely deadly, a little bit more deadly than the Carve. Also, see these thermal sights through the smoke. Incredible play by Justin Anderson. Zach Brown just sitting and waiting in the smoke here. I don't think either player even knew up until Justin ADS that these were thermal optics here. But let's go ahead and see smoke grenade. Definitely going to be a play for this next one. And this could be a game-changing round. If Justin wins, it's going to be match point. If Zach wins, we're going to be putting Justin at a little bit of a disadvantage for the momentum game. Now, Semtex isn't going to land. Both players still have their smokes. The smoke is going to be the key here with the thermal optic. Now, both players are not at 100 HP. We've got 112 on Zach, 98 on Justin. That is the little edge that Zach needs here. Now, remember, RPG-7 is going to be in the secondary weapon slot. A well-placed RPG shot can blow up one of the cars, can blow up the Jeep in the background. But unfortunately for Zach, Justin just finds his sight immediately. Got to be able to pick it up. That's a 3-round streak. 5-1, Justin Anderson on match point. Now, shots might not be as clean, but they are still there, and that is what is important. All right, the Carve 2, once again, burst rifle here. Secondary is the 1911, no more RPG. We do have a hatchet as the primary. Justin going to be going for this early shot here. Unfortunately, Zach is going to be up in the building. Will Zach be able to find his own hatchet? He sees Justin. He does not get the drop, but he does get the shot! Justin is going to have to play another round at least here. Zach stays in the game. The hatchet, unfortunately, did not connect, but that doesn't matter. It threw off Justin's game just enough to land enough shots. Now we will be jumping in to round number 8 here. Let's find out who will come out on top. Once again, starting off with the hatchet. Let's see if they're going to be anywhere near. No, we're seeing opposite sides of the map. And over through the awning, it will be Zach coming through again. Not shut out just yet, but the carve might be Zach's lucky gun. The hatchet throw just being enough to throw off Justin Anderson. But if there's no carve in the next one, if there's no hatchet in the next one, Diamati's and fists. This is going to be interesting. Both players are somewhat used to these secondary weapons here, but we did see Justin pop off with them last time. They wait to get close. Zach throws a grenade rather than shooting, and is going to be going to Justin here, 6-3. Incredible game. That is the end of it here. Unfortunately, not even a single shot. That felt like a throw from Zach Brown, unfortunately, but all good. We love to see the sportsmanship. The handshake is going to be coming out. Justin Anderson is now in the 4th match. Kanashi, we literally might be seeing the winner playing just from the beginning. This is now no longer 1v1 pro. This is 1v1 Justin Anderson.
It can be at this point, pretty much. He's on a roll. Once again, it is. It's always about keeping the momentum going, and it's really interesting. So let me pick from this list randomly. Let's get Christian Jenkins, please.
Welcome to the stage, Christian Jenkins.
Some words of encouragement, for sure. Don't lose. Good 2 words.
That's actually not words of encouragement. That's actually them letting, you got to let the players know how to win. And to not lose
and
is the name of the game.
Exactly. It's the perfect advice.
Especially against Justin Anderson. Now, Kanashi, you've seen 3 matches now with Justin Anderson playing. How do they beat him? How is Christian going to be able to come out on top for this next one? It is still Nuketown.
Pocket sand? Is that an option?
Pocket sand, I think, is a tertiary. So it's not your primary or secondary. That's your 3rd weapon.
Yeah, 3rd weapon.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like both players are ready. We are going to be keeping Justin on keyboard and mouse, of course. Christian is going to be on the controller. No player is at any specific advantage or disadvantage. They are all on their own settings here, but Christian is just going right into it. Very few settings were adjusted. We are going to be seeing the AK-47 starting out right now. Fists, no secondary. There is a hatchet, though. That is something that throws Justin off. You throw the hatchet, even if it whiffs past his face. That does give enough time to get the shots in. Let's see if Christian's going to be able to come out on top. Justin throws the hatchet, not going to quite connect. Let's see where these players are going to be fighting from. They're both really close to each other in mid, but it's going to be Christian that comes out on top. I have never seen a 0 in the Justin scoreboard, so this is new territory for me. First time, no losses. Second time, Justin lost on round 5. Last time, Justin lost on round 3. This time, he lost on round 1. I think the players are getting harder. Now, this is going to be something to keep in mind as we see this next one. Christian is going to be coming out from nowhere, picking up a single kill, a single round win onto Justin Anderson. See, the AK-47 shots are going to be going through. Look at this movement coming out from Christian. He picks up 2 in a row. Love to see this. Christian Jenkins on the player 2, on the scoreboard as well. Everyone in the house is hyping him up. Justin Anderson going to be sitting upright in his chair just a little bit now. The FFAR1 and RPG7, we saw this loadout last round. We will be seeing it this round as well. What will come from it, though? Justin's got the first line of sight here. Pulls out the RPG. It's not going to land where he wants it to, though. We will see him go down 27 HP. That's 1 shot away from victory. Zach coming through 3-0. Sorry, not Zach. This is Christian. Zach was last round. Christian this round. This is going so fast. But Christian Jenkins on the shot here. Very quick. A 3-round streak. Now, the perk is also Flak Jacket, which will make it a little bit harder to use that RPG-7. Flak Jacket does reduce incoming explosives. That means not a single Semtex or RPG will kill unless it is a direct hit. And that is important to keep in mind. We will see Jenkins Over on the sideline here, Christian trying to find out where Justin wants to come from. Justin going to be swinging under here. Left-hand side does not find the right person, though. He scopes in on the mannequin instead, and Christian Jenkins 4-0. We've never seen this before. This is something that I was not expecting. I wasn't expecting a shutout to come through. But Justin does still have time. LW3 Tundra with iron sights. This is a very interesting gun here. The Milano A21 in the secondary slot. Could be a quick scope battle, could be an SMG battle. Either player can decide it with their own fates here. We will be seeing Justin going for the ADS here with the Tundra. And it's going to work out in his favor. A quick 2-shot hard scope here. Is it considered a hard scope if there's no scope on the weapon? That's up to chat to decide here. Let's find this shot very quickly. We love that. Now, no shutout is going to be happening here. Christian does have to try a little bit harder on this next one, though. The snipers will make it a little bit more difficult for him, but if he can find this early shot here, or can just go a little bit faster with the Milano in hand. The Milano does allow you to have incredible movement speed, and that is what we've been seeing from Christian. He just moves incredibly quick here, and that's on controller as well, which makes it way more impressive, especially given the fact that Justin can't keep up on it with keyboard and mouse. Now, it is going to be 29 HP versus 150. This is going to be putting Christian at a very big disadvantage, but he does not care. He's going to be able to get those shots with the Milano. It's 5-1. We're on Justin's shutout game. Kanashi, I was not expecting this to happen in the slightest. Justin Anderson might be going down to Christian Jenkins here. Let's find out. This could be the last round of it. Following both players at this point in time. They're both going to be coming out in the mid in the same spot. They're both going to be using the FFAR1. No, we do see Justin going to be going for the M16 here. The burst shots are going to come out in his favor. He stays in the game for just one more round here. The burst fire of the M16 allows you to be a little bit more accurate overall here. 2 quick bursts to the chest. That's all it takes. Justin Anderson going to be staying in. Now, M16 FFAR1, once again, they are 2 very different rifles. One is burst, one is full auto, but both are equally deadly, the same time to kill on each. The M16, that being able to control those bursts, though, that is going to be the name of the game here, and that is what Justin just relied on in order to survive. Even though he took the first hit, he's able to stim up after it. Justin gets a line of sight here. Is he going to be able to finish it off? Now Christian knows exactly where he is. He finds the sight here. Going to be going to the sideline with the FFAR1, takes a quick shot. Is he going to be able to kill him before he jabs up with a stim? No, he is not, but the stim wasn't even needed here. Justin staying in the game, 5-3. He's coming back. No shutout will be had. Check this out. Once again, the M16, just a 2 burst in the middle here. Going to be putting Justin into a good spot. Now, the AK-74U, he hasn't lost a round on this one yet. That might not change here. Will we be seeing it go to match point? The very last round of the game total. No! The AK-74U! Zach could not win one. Nobody could win one. Grant could not win one, but Christian with the AK-74U comes out on top. Absolutely incredible. Justin Anderson is eliminated. Christian Jenkins, the new player 1.
Yep.
All you need to say.
I was sweating over that game. I thought, you know.
When Justin lost that first round, I didn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah. I was like, that wasn't a part of the script.
That wasn't. Yeah, wait. Witz didn't write that in.
He didn't write that.
The producer didn't put that in.
He didn't put that in.
It's crazy.
I
That's
promise.
him. He's running away.
He's running. Yeah.
Yes, he's running to the printer. He's grabbing the new script.
Yeah, there you go. Wait. All right.
All right, Kanashi, who is going to come up against our man here, Christian Jenkins?
Let's get Alexis Gilmore to show up for this next fight.
Bringing up Alexis Gilmore. Alexis Gilmore going to be sitting in for player 1. Christian Jenkins on player 2. Kanashi, I've got a couple questions for Christian Jenkins.
Yes.
And by that, I mean you've got a couple questions for Christian Jenkins.
I thought you had them. Just kidding.
I did say I had them, but,
he did.
It's actually written in the script for you to ask them.
Oh, yeah. We are getting a – hold up. Oh no. Okay, we're good. Never mind.
We're good.
He's just making weird hand signs at me.
He's trying to figure out how to print from Google Docs.
Yeah. Okay. So how are you doing? How are you enjoying Fleet Week?
That's a pretty good experience.
How long have you been playing Call of Duty?
Probably since like middle school.
It's definitely like, did you go from consoles to PC, or did you start on PC, or
I've pretty much always been on console.
always on console? Yeah, so controller definitely something that feels comfortable to you, 100%? Yeah, there you go.
We saw that movement, and that was pro level movement. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I saw him in that first round making just these insanely precise adjustments with extremely high sensitivity, that's a level of precision with controller that I can only dream of.
Yeah.
That is something that is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, that's some Steph Curry ankle breaker stuff that we saw. He's literally dipping one way, switching it up, getting it ready, and it was definitely landing the shots too.
And that's the important part, is making sure that those shots hit exactly when they count here. You know, I think that once Christian was able to pick up that first round against Justin, I think that was just the downfall. You know, like you said in that very beginning, it's about the momentum. It's about the momentum game and carrying it forward. Christian Jenkins definitely earned his title here. Coming up the ladder, now we are going to be on round 5. Alexis Gilmore versus Christian Jenkins. Think that they are ready? We go ahead and start whenever.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Whenever they're ready.
All right. So, looks like we do have the match underway.
We are going to be having the match underway. Nuketown 84 gunfight. You know the rules here. It is going to be a random loadout. Starting with a PPSH-41, an extremely fast SMG. This is going to be catering to Christian's playstyle. Will Alexis be able to keep up? Alexis going to be starting off here on Yellow House, trying to find where Christian could come from. Christian just too fast. The lightning out the sideline here in moving truck. Before Alexis could even get a shot off, going to be seeing Christian come out on top for the first round here. There is still 5 more at least. PPSH just so incredibly fast. And once again, the one perk is going to be Flak Jacket. So a well-placed Semtex is going to do just some damage, but it's not going to do it all unless it sticks. See, Alexis finding the first shot here, will be landing. Unfortunately, only going to be picking up 2 shots in that burst here, and giving Christian just enough time to find out where he needs to look. And he centers up his aim right after getting shot a couple times, and that is going to be all of the shots. Jumping in now with the M82 and the Diamatti. Going to be a different pace here, and now we did see in the last round, Justin was able to pick up a couple rounds. One of those was with the sniper rifle here. Alexis has a pretty good chance here, and she's going to take it. The sniper rifle is going to work out against Christian here. Christian might be lightning, but he doesn't have the quick scopes. Look at that, incredible. The 50 BMG on the M82, the single fire here. Don't have to worry about racking a bolt back. Just going to be overall a great experience here. And the first shot through a box, going to be leaving Christian with only 7 HP. The Diamatti could come through, but looks like Alexis is just going to be holding on to the M82. Going to be going for style points at this point. Let's see what will happen. Christian comes out the sidelines. What was that shot? Alexis! You can't do that! What is this shot? Not even centered the movement! Hello? Christian, you've got something to worry about here. We will be seeing Alexis Gilmore come out. It is going to be 2-2. FFAR1 and RPG is the loadout of the day. Let's see if Alexis is going to be able to keep this up. Unfortunately, no, the lightning that is Christian Jenkins will burst around the school bus, and his gun will just find its target immediately. Such a clean kill there. Now that has ended the momentum for Alexis, but Alexis does still have a great chance here. The score is 2-3. Anything can happen. I have no idea how this is going to play out. Like I said, the script completely thrown in the trash. And it is going to be Christian coming out on top once again with the FFAR. I don't think Christian has lost a single FFAR round. I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure if last match, I think there was the M16 FFAR combo. I think that he did lose to an M16 burst on that. But let's see, we are going to be pulling out the Carve 2 now. This is a burst fire weapon. That is going to be putting Alexis at the advantage given what we've seen in the previous rounds. Starting off there, both going on the left-hand side towards the truck here. Alexis picks up the first burst, not able to pick up the second burst here. Very narrowly here. Christian is going to be bringing us into match point with a 3x win streak after those incredible sniper rounds here. If Alexis can win this next round, there's a chance that the next loadout will also have a sniper in it, but we are going to be going back to the Carve 2 1911. A decoy grenade and a frag grenade. Christian going for the mid-section run here. The Carve 2, just 2 bursts needed. All he's going to take. That is going to be victory here. And Alexis had an amazing shot there with the sniper rifle. The most just nuts round that I've seen so far. But Christian Jenkins stays on top with over a decade of COD experience coming through. We will be seeing Christian Jenkins staying on the ladder for one more round. Kanashi on the mic.
Yeah. My phone dead.
Your phone dead.
Yeah. So you should pick the next player.
I should pick the next player.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, from what I can see on this notepad screenshot that I've got, I think that we're going to have to bring on Christopher Howard.
There we go.
Wonderful. So, Kanashi, how could you let your phone die?
It's been all day.
been
We've been
all
hanging
day.
out all day.
That is my fault.
Yeah. Had to use it for GPS. Had to figure out where we're gonna eat.
Taking me around SF.
Yeah. You know that GPS like drains your battery like crazy. You leave it on for like 2 seconds and your phone is a brick.
Well, you see, Kanashi, my phone was actually purchased within the last decade.
Decade, yeah.
Unlike yours.
Yeah, I got like a Razer flip phone, and not the new one.
Not the new one. So we are going to be just waiting now for Christopher to get his settings dialed in, and Christian Jenkins is now on. This is the third round that Christian Jenkins is in here, round 6, versus Christopher Howard. Now, Christopher Howard on player 1. Going to be going for controller as well, so this is our very first controller v controller game, and I'm curious to see, will it work out? What do you think?
Yeah, have you ever seen the battle of like the one where everybody had the same name? They had that Evans Creek battle.
No, I haven't.
This is like everybody who was named Evan has to show up.
Oh,
the John? Was it John battle? John battle?
It was Josh, I think.
Josh battle.
It was
Yes.
Josh. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a recreation now, just for Chris's.
Just for Chris's.
Yeah.
Christian versus Christopher.
Yeah.
Who will come out on top? Will it be Chris? Will it be Chris? I think Chris has a chance, but at the same time, Chris, you gotta put the bets on Chris.
Exactly.
I don't think either of them go by Chris. It's just Christopher or
Good.
Christian, I think.
There we go. They're both ready to go.
They're both
We're
ready to
about to
go.
get started.
Awesome. Now, I don't think that Chad even realizes that we're just buying time.
Yeah.
It's just so fluid with how we're doing this here.
Yeah, we're like.
Did you get the new script, by the way?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so I know how this one ends.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Chris wins.
Yeah, please tell me. Yeah. Good insight.
All right, but we're going to start off with the Pellington. I don't think we've seen the Pellington yet. Pellington is going to be my favorite bolt action in the game. Even though the LW3 is what I use in Warzone, the Pellington is what I use in Cold War. Hit a bunch of good clips on that. However, this is a 1x sight. Kind of weird to see, but, Christian doesn't really care if the sight's weird. He just cares if the target is in the middle of them. Going to be able to pick up this first kill very cleanly from moving truck here. Finding the shot on Christopher. If Christian walks away, 1 shot, 1 kill, second round. Let's see who's going to walk away with this one. Now, there is a Tomahawk. I'm curious to see who on this list is going to be getting our first Tomahawk kill. We're going to be seeing Christian finding the sights first here. Christopher has been spotted at this point. Picks up the 1911, does not land a shot. Let's see if Christopher is going to be able to come through with it. Pellington 703 in hand now. Going to be a 1v1 of the century. Now that Tomahawk just bounced back towards him. Those pesky pillars just in the way. Let's see if Christian is going to be able to reacclaim Christopher in his sights here. Christian just looking around everywhere. Christopher running all the way around the map here. Going to be getting a 1-shot, 2-shot, and now 3. Christian goes down. It's 1-1. This might be an even matchup here, especially once we see the next round. What is the next loadout going to be? That's always the question. Is it going to be something that our ladder returnee is good with? Is it going to be something that our new entry is good with? And Milano and Diamatti could be anyone's game still. Milano has that incredible movement speed and the slowest rate of fire SMG, but in my opinion, the best, because that slow rate of fire allows it to be so much more consistent. The stun comes through. Christian is stunned. He's going to be able to walk out of it, though. Stun not going to land on Christopher here. Christopher going to have to do what he can with this health deficit that he's working with. Christopher going to be backing off into green right now. Christian just waiting in mid for the reacquire. He's going to be able to find the reacquire, but not before Christopher comes out on top, bringing us 2-1. Christian sitting up in his chair right now, waiting to see what's going to happen next. This is not what I was expecting, but it was what I was expecting. Chris wins. It's written in the script, you know? See what's going to happen. Milano A21, Diamatti just going to stay in the pockets for now. Find out which Chris will come out on top. Christian landing the first shot, both of them going down to 117 before Christian ends up going down to 51. Christopher down to 84. Christopher winning another round here. We love to see it. It's 3-1 here. Christopher now in the running to bring Christian to his knees. Let's see if Christopher can keep this going up. The Milanos are going to be going away for the next round. What's a new loadout? The KSP-45, another burst, this time an SMG. Now the KSP-45 and the Fist are going to be allowing them to have extremely fast movement speed out the gate, but that KSP-45 is dangerous. One quick burst from Christopher is all that he needs. Christopher Howard doing absolutely great work here. Running out with a Fist, doesn't take out the gun until he needs it. That's game sense, baby. Now, Christian Jenkins is going to be at a little bit of a downfall here. The score line, 4-1. Is Christian going to be able to pick up one more, or will we see Christopher run away with the 6-1? At the very least, Christian not getting shut out here, but this next round kind of relies on everything. Christian can't win this. It goes in match point here. Christian picking up some shots here. Christopher missing the first 2. Christian coming in with the win here. Not going to be going into a 5-1 situation. It's 4-2. Like I said, that was a very critical round here because it's still not match point. Christian still has some time to adapt to whatever loadout it is. It's going to be down to the LW3 Tundra. Oh, we saw Christopher's eyes light up. He knows how this works. The LW3 Tundra is going to be something that Christian can maybe not keep up with. If Christopher has been quickscoping his whole life, let's see if it's going to work out. The first acquire is going to come through from Christopher. This brings us into match point. Christopher Howard now with his acquire. He's just going to be trying to look at where he can come from. He sees the foot from under the bus, and that's it. End game. What are you doing walking out the sideline here? I've seen so many TikToks with people just walking like that. It's just not the move. Got a jump shot, you know? That scope just too hard. Now, what we will find out is that Christian has decided to go full 1911. He's just going to be sprinting out the sideline. But Christopher on the same boat here. Going to be throwing the frag, but it's not going to be in the right direction here. Christian staying in the game. It's 3-5. Absolutely incredible here. Christian Jenkins now going down without a fight, but the next one, M60 and M79. Now this is what I'm curious about here. The M79 off the bat. Will the shot go through? Christopher shoots the M79, not going to find its target just yet here. M62 is going to come through. M79 out of shots, that's it. But Christian still has 2 M72s. Will they work out C4 as well as a decoy? They're both trying to find the shots with the M60 right now. Christian in mid. Christopher also in mid. They're not seeing each other. This is crazy, but it's going to be Christopher who comes out on top here. 5-4. Love to see it here. Was it Christopher or was it Christian? Did I get it wrong? Wait. Oh, first to 9 rounds, not first to 6. Best of 9. So with 5 rounds, we haven't seen one go that far. With 9 rounds, it was only 5 rounds required to win there. Incredible. Wait, who won? Chris? It was Chris. Chris won. Christopher? That was so fast. I missed it. Christopher won that one. Incredible. Christopher Howard, congratulations. You are our new bracket champion here. Knocking out Christian Jenkins. Christopher Howard going to be staying up in the player 1 position. Who goes next? Kanashi, did you manage to get your phone charged?
It's still in the corner. It's chilling.
It's still in the corner. I think the match accidentally started, but that's all good. Now, next up, I think.
Wait, Artie, before you pick.
Yes.
Notice the names that we have left. We have 4 names that start with the letter J, and I really don't want to cast J's versus J names.
So we just got to get a J in here.
We got to
now.
get a J name now,
Absolutely.
if possible.
Well, you know, you talked about the Josh fight, so I think
Yeah.
we got to bring in a Josh. Do
We wanna
have
bring in a Josh?
We have a Joshua.
There you go. Go for it.
Joshua, come on up into the player 2 position.
There we go.
Have we found the Joshua? We have found the Joshua. But Kanashi, I've got some questions for Christopher Howard. Christopher Howard has knocked out Christian Jenkins, who knocked out Justin Anderson. So how long has Christopher been playing?
I missed the question. What you said?
How long have you been playing COD?
Oh, I've been playing about 12 years now. For a while, since I was younger, probably like 8 maybe.
Had the controller since he was 8.
That is incredible. And yeah, I believe Christian said that he'd been playing for a decade, so that extra 2 years.
Oh, just a little bit.
Just a little bit of an edge as we see coming through. Now, Christopher Howard is going to have to protect his stance here on the ladder for how many more people, Kanashi? I'm going to now count and make it look like I know off the top of my head.
Please.
Without anyone noticing.
Yeah, you just don't
That
ignore the guy in the corner.
Without anyone noticing that I just counted twice to make sure that there are going to be 7 rounds left.
7?
No, 6.
6?
I can count. I was in band. I can only count to 4.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I just count to 4, and then
And then you just repeat back to 1.
if I can't count further than 4,
Yeah.
then I know that it's somewhere in between whatever numbers come after 4 and infinity.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of a large spread.
There's a few numbers there.
There's just a few numbers
Yeah.
between 4 and infinity.
Do you know how many there are?
A lot.
A lot. It's almost infinite.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, I'd also like to mention that
it's-
everyone is U.S. Navy here. We've got a lot of representation from U.S. Navy. This was an open invite, but
Yeah.
I think that no one else was actually able to come in because the U.S. Navy blocked the ports.
Yeah.
Coast Guard was actually right outside, but U.S. Navy was a bit faster.
We literally have the door wide open. Then again, like we kind of are tucked. We're tucked away a little bit.
Are we? San Francisco?
We're literally no. I mean like actually the Cannery. Like
the Cannery in San Francisco.
The actual like building architecture around here it's just like a little maze. You get to find like really cool restaurants here too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we walked in, and I was like, how do we know where to go? And Kanashi was like, do you see how this looks like it's esports? And I said, no. And he's like, exactly.
Yeah.
And then he took me down a dark alleyway, and I'm like, that's better.
Yeah. I was like, where's the darkest alley? And then we found some computers, and we said, okay, yeah, we're here.
We found a couple computers.
Good.
And we found a bunch of people willing to play Call of Duty for us here.
Yeah, cool.
Starting off with this next fight, we've got Joshua versus Christopher, AK-74U on the bat. Now, Christopher is going to be defending his title right now with the AK-74U. 12 years of COD in his back pocket. He finds the target on the other side of Blue Truck here. Will Joshua be able to come out on top? The 1911 here with 12 bullets in the chamber. He'll be checking the map at the very, very wrong time as he rounds the corner, allowing Christopher to come in with the clutch. Now, the first round goes to Christopher. First match that Christopher played goes to Christopher. But how will the rest of this go? Will Joshua be able to knock Christopher off? Will we just see this ladder completely repeat here? Only time will tell. AK-74U second round coming through. Christopher Howard dialed in. Look at the absolute focus in this man's eyes as he tries to find the target. Now Joshua is going to be rounding the same corner as he did before. finding the target, and unfortunately though, even though he didn't pull up the map this time, still was not fast enough on the draw, though it was close. We see the bloodied corners of Christopher's screen here, and 1, 2, and 3, 4 shots actually landed on Christopher, but unfortunately, Christopher was able to land 5. That's just enough. Your Carve 2 bringing in the 2 burst, all you need to win. Let's see if Christopher's going to be able to just 2 burst this real quick, or if Joshua's going to finally find his rhythm here. Now, what I did fail to mention is that Joshua has jumped to keyboard and mouse here. Will it come out on top? Oh, the 2-round burst wasn't enough. The Carve, the recent nerf, I guess. I forgot that the Carve was nerfed, as well as a few other assault rifles and tac rifles just this morning's update. As you can see, 1 HP on the draw there. Christopher comes out on top again, 3-0. Joshua, this is your time to shine. This is your time to strike here. But Christopher, he's dialed in. He doesn't need to move or change. Look at that absolute focus in this man's eyes as he backs away. Both players are now at 57 HP here. Just going to be one well-placed chest shot, chest burst. 1911 going to come out. Here's the footsteps here. Christopher nails the shot, but they both do. 7 HP, 1 shot to win, and it's going to go to Christopher, pre-firing the corner. 4-0 right now on the scoreboard. We will see one more loadout come through. Joshua has one last chance, because if Christopher is good with his loadout, it's the AK-47, we know he's good with the loadout. Joshua, this is your last shot here, because if he cannot gain the momentum needed to carry through for 2 rounds in a row, well, Christopher might just run away with it. Going to be finding that both players once again in mid, circling each other, but it's going to be Christopher that acquires the sights first, but it's Joshua that finds the shots faster. It's 1-4. Joshua got shot first, but he did not care. He was going to be able to come around with that quick KBM. And that's what I was talking about at the very beginning. You need that momentum to carry forward. Joshua has that momentum now, stopping Christopher in his tracks. Let's see if he can carry it through. Looking into the alleyways here. This is where that first round started, shooting the mannequin's head off for good luck. Let's find if Christopher is going to be around this area. Joshua acquires the sights, but not fast enough. We saw Christopher just ADSing a little bit quicker, bringing us into match point for Christopher. Let's find it. Look at that target acquisition. Some would say aimbot. Some would say aim assist. Some would say controller. But now we do see the M82. It's going to be snipers back up. Christopher Howard pulls out the Diamatti. Is he going to be ending it all right here? Does Joshua have a chance? Joshua on the sideline here. He doesn't even see Christopher. Christopher gives him a chance, but he's not going to need it. It's going to be 6-1. GG's. Christopher Howard, 2 in a row. He beat Christian Jenkins. Now he beats Joshua St. Mary. Gonna be up to the next round to see if Christopher Howard can stay in the game. Kanashi, that was faster than I was expecting.
Yeah, I was about to take a nap, and then it didn't happen.
Didn't happen. No, don't need 9 rounds anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you said that there's a lot of J names, so we got to bring up another one.
Yeah.
Let's bring in Jeffrey.
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey
All right,
Manarang. It's like the Batarang, but it's the Manarang. I hope that's how I pronounce that. I'm probably butchering that.
No, it's all good, I think.
I'm not paid to read.
Yeah.
I'm paid to scream.
Exactly.
Shout even.
Exactly. Yeah, so we hung out earlier today, Artie and I. We ended up going to a couple places, took him around Japantown. Got some ramen earlier. It's very, very nice, chill,
Why'd
relaxing.
you pronounce it like that?
Ramen?
Sure, that's how you said it. Yep.
Rayman.
Yep.
The guy
Legends.
with no arms.
No arms.
No arms, no legs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we had.
Yeah.
We had a good serving of that. And what's great about Japantown is that I used to live in Japan for 2 years, and it really felt like I was home. You know, going to Japantown here, Kanashi, you did a great job of showing me around and making me feel at home.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
There we go. We're all just having fun.
We're all just having fun, and especially Christopher Howard having fun on the on the controller here. Now, Kanashi, you want to ask a couple more questions? Christopher, get to know him
Yeah.
since he is our current ladder champion, 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah. Do you feel the heat of everybody else in the room now glaring at you now that you have this little streak going?
I kind of do feel a little heat. I noticed they start clapping when I lose, but it's fine. I'm used to that a while ago. I'm still supporting my team that Chief Anderson lost, so I'm going to hit part of his team.
Yeah, you carrying everybody's weight on you, trying to keep it alive?
I'm trying to, kind of heavy though, but I'm trying.
That's the spirit. Yeah, we are keeping everything up and running. Are we getting everybody ready to go? You good? Almost ready. Okay, so we got to chill for a bit.
All good, all good.
All
Keeping
good.
the vibes alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Christopher is keeping the vibes alive. That was a crazy last match, honestly. But I just the script has just been flipped so many times.
Yeah, I didn't even get the updated script.
No, yeah, well, actually, so the producer misspelled Chris, so I thought the other Chris was going to win, but then Chris ended up winning.
Oh,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Well, I mean, yeah,
Either
it
he
works.
misspelled it or I can't read. I know that both are true, so.
Yeah. Unfortunate. But yeah, we are here at the Cannery right off of Fisherman's Wharf, which is right across the way. I haven't taken Artie over there yet.
Oh, no.
There's a place called Sparky's Donuts that I
Ooh.
really like. They got like mini cinnamon sugar donuts, and they come in a bucket.
They come in a bucket?
Yeah, they come in a bucket.
Incredible. We should stop phrasing it like that. Especially, we're going to be starting off this next round here. It's going to be the the DMR 14. Now, the DMR 14 is a tac rifle. One shot is going to be not enough to kill, but it will be enough to wound very heavily. We are going to see the hatchet as the primary tac here, and I'm curious to see if the primary equipment will ever get used. I really want to see a hatchet kill. And look at that quick PB Bison in the secondary going to come through. Christopher Howard on the drop here. Going to be able to pick up a very early round win here. Not even a bit of damage was taken. Love to see it. Now, Jeffrey Mannerang is the man up for round 8 here. And, well, Jeffrey is going to have to put in some work to try and take out Christopher, who is well dialed in at this point. Christopher just be trying to find any sort of bit. He sees the movement in the second window here, but unfortunately, Jeffrey is going to come out on top. He missed the first couple shots, but he actually clutched it back up. He reacquired the target, and he was able to come through. Misses that first burst, but then he resets here. That little bit of resets, all you need. Doesn't even need to reload. A lot of people make the mistake. They reload after they miss that first burst. Ruins it. But here we go. The MP5 is going to come through. This is the fastest SMG in the game. You see Jeffrey taking the first shots here up against Christopher. Christopher will go down to 104 HP. Going to be reloading this MP5 here. Going to be seeing Jeffrey trying to reacquire the target. Now, Jeffrey is going to be hiding out in the garage here as Christopher roams around mid. Going to be landing a bunch of shots here. Both down at 69 HP. Quite nice of them. Let's see if Jeffrey will find where shots are going. Now, Jeffrey has not actually stimmed up just yet. If Jeffrey had stimmed that little bit of health left, he might have actually won up against Christopher. But Christopher Howard stays in. Player 1, Christopher Howard, back up on the draw. All right, now Jeffrey is going to have a little bit of a deficit coming in this next one. It's going to be 2v1 for the scoreboard here. Christopher acquires the target. Jeffrey shoots but misses. Let's see who is going to land the first shot here. It's going to be Christopher. He doesn't just land the first one. He lands the second, third, fourth, and fifth all in a row. That's 3-1 right now. Let's see if he can keep this up. He lost one round. He doesn't want that to happen again. Keeping it alive the last round by using the stim to come back from 69 HP. This time just staying alive, not even taking a bit of damage. AK-74U, we know Christopher Howard is good with this one. Going to be trying to find any bit of early target acquisition. That's the name of the game, is knowing where your opponent's playing from, getting this early mid-control here. Now he sees the smoke grenade come out from around the corner of Bus, but is he going to play on it? Yes, he is, from where it originated, but unfortunately for him, Jeffrey Mannerang knows that that's how this game is played. Going to be moving out the side. Christopher actually missing a bunch of shots, but he's able to reacquire. He actually gets hit in the middle of his spray and uses that aim punch to readjust his aim. That is crazy. Something only capable of being done on the controller here. He's got the 3x win streak. AK-74, are you staying on the board? It's 4 1. Jeffrey Mannering, if he doesn't win this one, is going into match point for Christopher Howard. Let's see if Christopher is going to be able to bring himself into match point, or if Jeffrey can find some momentum. Jeffrey finds some shots. Both of them are going to be going very, both of them were very low HP. The grenade went through, but unfortunately, Christopher's bullets also went through. And let's see here, the last shot, he sees the HP is extremely low. He re-peeks it and through the bus, able to pick up that last shot. FFAR1 and Diamati here. It's match point for Christopher Howard. If Christopher Howard can just land an early burst, that's going to be it. That's going to be the name of the game. The early burst is going to come through onto Christopher, and he goes down. Jeffrey Mannering staying in the game. It's 2-5. Let's find out if Jeffrey's going to be able to stay in the game or if Christopher will walk away with a victory here. It is still going to be match point here. FFAR1 not going his way so far, but will he find what he needs? He gets shot a couple times now, and that is going to be the loss for Christopher. Jeffrey staying in the game here. Doesn't care that it's match point. He doesn't care about that momentum stuff. However, if I recall correctly, the rules of this tournament being 1st to 6, but also only 9 rounds. What will happen if Jeffrey Mannering wins this one? Let's find out. Jeffrey Mannering going to be coming through the sideline here, using the RPD. Christopher Howard has not yet used this in a matchup yet. Christopher Howard comes to the side. Jeffrey Mannering just faster, but you see, this is what was curious. So the best play comes out. This is Jeffrey. He wins the fight, but unfortunately, best of 9. So as soon as you hit 5 rounds, that's the win. That's the win condition. Christopher Howard stays in the game. I think we might need to change that setting, but I guess we're stuck with it now.
Which one?
So 1st to 6
Yeah.
or best of 9.
Yeah. It's a little confusing.
A little confusing because if you get to 5 rounds,
Yeah.
that means you win.
Yeah.
But we still play
Yeah.
in case you shut it out early.
That's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird, Kanashi.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
I'm not the one who makes the rules.
I'm also not the one who makes the rules.
But we have to get Ryan Goodwine in here right now. That's what's happening.
That's what's happening?
Yeah.
Ryan Goodwine. All right, Ryan Goodwine is going to be coming through here playing Christopher Howard. Christopher Howard is our 3X bracket
3X.
champ. That means we can unlock some new dialogue from Christopher Howard. Christopher
Right?
Howard, how you feeling right now?
I'm feeling okay. I just caused a guy from the side, so I guess he's the best player in here. I don't know. But I'm feeling good.
Yeah, he's feeling the heat a little bit. How does it feel that now you have Justin Anderson's record tied? You're now about to eclipse him if you win this next one.
He's okay. He's not as good as me, but I give him props, boy. But you know.
He got remember, Christopher's got 12 years. Both Justin and Christian only had 10.
Oh yeah, he had that extra 2 years.
The extra 2 years.
Yeah.
He's got that movement, but he's also got that reliability. Christopher Howard has actually shown that no matter what the weapon is, he can go through it. That's the kind of narrative I've been relying on when telling these stories through the last few matches is like, oh, well, you know, I can kind of see this player is not as good with snipers. This player is not as good with LMGs. Christopher Howard is good with everything. That's 12 years of COD right there. I bet he's got Damascus and gold on every single COD.
He's glancing around. I don't know if that's
true. I think that's actually even scarier because that means that this man is just going around playing COD casually and then dropping this absolutely incredible game.
Yeah, we're watching some great games, by the way. This was not a part of the script. Wasn't part of the original script.
No.
We're
off the script now.
We're off script now. We don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, producer's looking at me like I'm absolutely crazy. He just mouthed, I don't know if he mouthed "you're fired" or if he mouthed he shredded the script. But it was one of those two things.
They're both kind of the same lip flap.
Remember how I can't read?
Oh yeah.
That goes for lips too.
Oh cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all good.
We're all good. We're just vibing here.
Exactly.
Kanashi.
You good? We're good. We're good on both sides here.
Going to be jumping in. I believe it is going to be controller versus controller for this one.
Yep.
Love to see it here. Now jumping in with Christopher Howard, 3X bracket champ. First, he took off Christian Jenkins from his streak. Then Joshua St. Mary came up. Christopher Howard said goodbye. Jeffrey Manarang brought the Manarang, not the Batarang. Was not enough for Christopher Howard. Christopher Howard coming in now against Ryan Goodwine. Let's see who's going to be coming out on top. Starting with the Carve 2. Thermal sight here. Christopher going to be acquiring that target super quickly. And immediately going 1-0. See, once again, coming in from green here. Just scoped in immediately. That 2-round burst, very well placed from yellow. Checking this out here. The Magnum in the second hand. That's almost useless in my opinion. But let's see if Christopher Howard can prove me wrong here. You'll be seeing the Carve 2 once again. You've got that thermal optic that is going to be allowing target acquisition to come by a lot easier, but also you've got a smoke grenade, which could give you a little bit of an advantage. Christopher Howard just brought his opponent down to just 2. Wait, he brought, hold on, Ryan Goodwine was at 3 HP. I heard a stun grenade go off, and then Ryan Goodwine was at 2 HP. I believe that Ryan stunned himself before that next fight, in which Christopher just ended him with a Magnum. This is incredible. The Magnum comes through. I said it was useless. He's going to use it to prove me wrong. Christopher Howard, the man, the myth, the legend. We're going 2-0 right now. The Bullfrog in 1911 is going to be the next loadout. He's going to lean to the left-hand side, but so is Ryan. Ryan's going to actually pick up the first shot here, dropping Christopher to 127 HP here, throwing the grenade, throwing the melees here. He's just playing with his food. Now, with Flak Jacket, that frag is not going to do as much damage as it should, but still, 74 HP for Ryan Goodwine is not a position you want to be when you're up against Christopher Howard and a Bullfrog. And the Bullfrog has an extremely fast rate of fire, and as Christopher Howard acquires this target, is he going to be able to pick up the shots? He is, not missing a single one. Going to be bringing us into a 3-0 situation. The win condition has been set here. Ryan Goodwine needs to pick up a round at fast. Bullfrog is still going to be the loadout right now. 2 rounds per loadout. Let's find out if Christopher Howard can just run the same plan twice. Getting that mid control, checking all of his corners, knowing that Ryan can only be in 1 of 2 positions here. He re-peaks a little bit too early. He sets off a little bit too early from his position, but Ryan Goodwine still staying his ground right now. Christopher Howard actually saw him and then decided to reload here. He just was not anticipating seeing him in that alleyway. And Ryan Goodwine staying in that corner. That corner must have some pretty good wine, if you know what I mean. But unfortunately, Christopher Howard is going to take a little bit of shell shock from that frag grenade, but actually didn't take any damage for a second there. I thought that frag was going to roll under his feet, causing him to reposition, but it rolled a little bit too far here. That was almost a great round for Ryan Goodwine, but unfortunately, it's going to still go the way of Christopher Howard. And now the Carve 2 once again, folks. Christopher Howard is pretty incredible with this gun. He has not lost a round with it yet. Checking all of his angles as he peeks into mid. He sees the target. Is he going to find it? Unfortunately, though, no. That's Caster's curse, baby. As soon as I say he hasn't lost a round with it yet, Christopher Howard is going to just not be able to reacquire the target here. That is going to be the controller curse here, but as you can see, the quick reacquisition from Ryan Goodwine there, that puts Ryan in a pretty good spot here. It is still possible to win. It is going to be 1-4 total. Let's follow Ryan Goodwine and see if he's going to be able to clutch up once more and keep himself in the running. Now Ryan Goodwine holding out this mid control right now, going to be peeking out the side of the bus. Is he going to find where Christopher is? Christopher up in the top, second story, banking out the back right now. He does have a little bit of an HP advantage, but it's not much. Unfortunately for Ryan, that is going to be the end. Christopher Howard comes through. It's going to be 5-1. Now the Carve 2, that is going to be the last we see of the Carve 2, unless somehow we get the Carve 2 3 loadouts in 1 round. The Magnum, the dual Magnum coming through. Caster's curse at its best. I said it was useless. Now the Magnum is just making it personal. 2 of them. And a knife. But Christopher Howard, he's going to play with his food here. I think he's going for the knife kill. Going to be running around the sideline here, running around truck, and he goes for it. 1 swipe! And Ryan Goodwine has been eliminated from the bracket. That is your champion here, Christopher Howard. Now our 1, 2, 3, 4-time bracket leader here, completely outshining Justin Anderson. This is incredible. Christopher Howard, Ryan Goodwine. The handshake has been exchanged. Good sportsmanship. There's not enough clapping for Christopher Howard in the building. Christopher has held this 4 times now. Kanashi, this Christopher Howard is a force to be reckoned with.
He's 4-0
He is 4-0.
still. Who's gonna give him the X?
Who is going to give him the X? I think that if I'm looking at this updated spreadsheet here, I think that we need Justin.
Another Justin?
There is another Justin.
There's a Justin.
Justin, go.
Okay.
That's not me yelling at Justin to go faster. That's his name, Justin, go.
Okay,
and
cool.
I think that if I'm right, he might know how to W key, which could be the key here against Christopher Howard. If Justin can just go.
Yeah, and we're gonna get him set up here once again at the Cannery.
Tell me about the Cannery. Why is this place important?
It's made of brick.
It is made of brick.
So good at this.
I have a cannery in Honolulu. It's just owned by a different company.
Yeah.
The Duel Cannery.
Yeah, we have the Del Monte Cannery.
This is the Del Monte
Del Monte.
So
yeah.
put your votes in the comments. Which pineapples do you buy? Del Monte pineapples or Dole pineapples?
I had the Dole Whip at Disneyland. That thing is good.
It's pretty good.
It's very good.
It's all right.
It's I
It's all right.
need to get the authentic one from the True Island though.
You do. You
Yeah, I
do
do.
have to.
But yeah, we are here. How many more people do we have on the list? Do you know off the top of your head?
I'm going to ask our industry-leading producer here to let me know how many people are left on this list. But we are on round 10 right now. Round 10 is going to be Christopher Howard on 4x win streak. Justin Go first up on this ladder. They are going to be jumping on controller as well, and we can start up whenever they're ready. There are 4 more players after this one here, and then we're seeing our pro come through, and whoever has won the ladder by that point gets to play our pro.
Exactly. So will it be Christopher Howard? Will it be someone else?
That would mean that Christopher Howard takes 9 rounds in a row.
He has to go. How many math? Hold on. 54 rounds minimum? Or no, wait. He can.
How did you do that?
You take the 6.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You -1.
Times tables?
You -1, so it's 5.
Uh-huh.
And then how many? 5 minus 9 is what? 4.
I don't know. I
That's-
can only
that's
count
54.
54. That's crazy. We're going to be seeing Christopher Howard jumping in already into the moving truck here as he jumps over the sideline. Oh my gosh, living up to his name. Justin Go does just that. He goes. See the speed here as he comes through, turning the corner, getting behind Christopher Howard. Not even letting him see where he gets killed from. Absolutely incredible. See if Justin Go can keep living up to that standard and go. He's going to go out to mid right now. He's going to turn to the sideline here, hiding behind the track. This is exactly where I play from. They've seen each other now. The precedent has been set, and Christopher Howard is going to be launching all of his utility here. He sees Justin in the sideline here, and unfortunately, Christopher Howard is not going to be enough. This Justin Go is a force to be reckoned with. See how many more puns I can make before it gets old. We're going to find out if Christopher Howard can stay up on this bracket. But, Christopher, just how are you going to be able to do this? How are you going to do all right, I laughed. It was funny. Chat laughed. You can hear them. Going to be checking out Justin Go. Just extremely quick here. Going off to the sideline here. Up to the bus here. And unfortunately, as they both have the Howard shotguns, it will be Christopher Howard picking up the first shot here. There is the Howard 77. Christopher Howard, 1 shot, 1 kill. Now the score line will be 2-1. This is Christopher's time to tie it back up here. QBZ83 for the distance, the Howard 77 for the closeness. Now QBZ83 is going to absolutely destroy Christopher there as Justin figures out the angle and holds it. Just through moving truck here, that's all you need. And the burst, we love to see that here. Scoreline now 3-1. Christopher Howard getting a run for his money. But Justin setting off with the FFAR in hand. The RPG is going to fire from Christopher. Justin going to be using that to gather some information as to where Christopher could be coming from. Look at this speed as he checks all of his angles right now. Going to be throwing a flash, seeing if it gets a hit marker. No hit marker is going to come through, but he will get shot through the moving truck, and Christopher Howard stays on the bracket. It's going to be 3-2 right now. Justin and Christopher, two intense, incredible players here. The skill is almost neck and neck, to be honest. I think that this is the most even matchup we've had yet. Christopher Howard is going to be trying to do what he can. You can see him changing up his strategies a little bit from what we've seen in the past. He's going a lot slower. He knows that Justin relies on speed given his name, but Justin, he sees him in the top in the second story window, but he does not aim in fast enough. We are going to be seeing Christopher getting a massive health bonus right now. 150 HP versus 66 here. That little bit of damage goes a long way when it comes to assault rifles here. Now down to just 38 damage. What is Justin Go going to do to get out of dodge? He's going to be seeing exactly where Christopher is playing from. He can't peek for longer than a millisecond. Otherwise, Christopher will have just enough time to pick him up. And unfortunately, crossing that border right there with the moving truck into alleyway just too far. And Christopher Howard is going to be able to tie it back up. We're back into 3-3. It could be anyone's game at this point. M82 is going to come out. Christopher's feeling pretty comfortable right now. M82, both players are going to start off by heading into the buildings, but will the players know exactly where to look for each other? Now Justin is going to be grabbing this mid control right now. Incredible and very, very good given the circumstances of Diamatti and the M82. That Molotov not going to land in the window where he wanted it to, but Christopher Howard going to be back off the sideline here. They're going to run into each other, and it's going to be Christopher that goes down as Justin Go picks up the Diamatti shots, hiding behind a slim pillar. Let's watch that again. You see both of them were hit and very low, and he's able to actually use that pillar that Christopher is just very narrowly behind. That pillar absorbs just enough shots, and Justin Go stays alive. They're both going to be starting off right now. See Justin going in for the M82 along with Christopher, who will pick up the shot first. They're on opposite sides of the field right now, but I think that they're both just waiting. They both know how heavy the stakes are as Justin Go picks up one more round. It is going to be 5-3, and we all know what that means, even though I'm not going to say it. Let's check this out right now as we see the moving truck is going to be the play as they both switch to Diamatti's. The Molotov will land on Christopher, bringing him down to 113 HP. Justin Go going to be trying to find the target. He crouches down. Justin Go bringing us 5-3. I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out right now as the Diamatti comes through. Love that. Streak X2. It's going to be 5-4. The Carve and the 1911. Christopher Howard in his home field advantage with the Carve. He finds the target first. Justin going to be able to stand up and pick up a shot as well. They're both at 72. Next burst wins. Justin Go is at 33 HP. What? Wait a second. But unfortunately, once again, once you reach 5 rounds, that is going to be the win. Justin Go is actually our victor here. Justin Go knocks Christopher Howard off of the platform. 4 times bracket champion. Now Justin Go has done just that. He went. Let's see what's going to happen now as we go up against our next fighter here. It's going to be James Handy.
I forgot how masks work for a second.
They go on your face.
Yeah, typically. Okay. They said what, 3 after this?
There are 3 more after this.
Cool. We're getting down to the getting down to the end.
Wire.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Nuketown 84 is you know, I've been playing on Nuketown since I was in middle school, and honestly, I love seeing it played like this. 1v1s are just, that's how you used to settle bets. It was like, hey, 1v1 me on Nuketown, and now we're just seeing it in this very incredible format. Rust is Infinity Ward.
Wrong game.
wrong Call of Duty sequence.
Yup. Is
Sub
that
genre?
Dust 2? Is that Dust?
Dust 2? Oh yes, the Call of Duty map Dust 2. DE Dust.
I meant 2 Fort.
2 Fort.
2
Oh,
Fort. TF2.
that's TF2.
There we go.
Which TF2? The good one?
There's a bad one.
They're both good. Both TF2s are great.
Yeah,
Titanfall 2.
solid.
Titanfall 2, Team Fortress 2. the Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War. Technically, Black Ops 5.
True.
This is Black Ops 5.
This is
Except it's actually the sequel to Black Ops 1, but it's not actually in the same universe as Black Ops 2. It's in
so.
the same universe as Modern Warfare 2019 and Vanguard, but a different universe from the old Modern Warfare.
So we're like Monogatari seriesing this.
We're
it's
completely
like
Monogatari-ing this.
you got to watch season 3 before you watch season 1. We're doing a full like Star Wars: The Clone Wars thing.
But the movies come first.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You got to watch episodes 1, 2, and 3, and then the Clone Wars.
You see, even even Treyarch knew that Black Ops 4 wasn't it, so they just
I'm so lost.
don't worry. So is
Well,
everybody
good.
watching at home. But we're gonna start off this next one here.
We are good.
Round 10, I believe. No, round 11. We've got Justin Go versus James Handy. So Justin Go and James, you're back to the J and the J here. Justin Go going to be trying to keep his streak up right now. We're starting off 1911s in hand. There is a hatchet. Are we going to see a hatchet this tournament? I want to see it. Pellington 703 as well going to be coming out from both players right now. They're just trying to find where each other are playing from. It is going to go to Justin Go immediately off the bat. 1911 too fast off the draw. Now James Handy is going to try to take Justin Go off of this bracket here. Justin Go won an incredibly important match up against Christopher Howard. And Christopher Howard, 4 times bracket champion, just gone as Justin Go just does what he does, and Justin goes. Now James Handy is going to come through here. Let's see if James is going to find the target first here. Looks like Justin Go is going to be able to get a very nice shot there. Hard scoping through the moving truck. Say what you want about hard scoping. It ended up working out in this shape here. He heard the footsteps, that 1x scope as well, making the flick so easy. We love to see it here. James Handy going to try his luck with a Krieg 6. The first time we've actually seen a Krieg 6 come through in the loadouts. Krieg 6 is a meta assault rifle here used in CDL, especially this last season. The Krieg 6 and the AK-74 was pretty much all we saw here. Justin Go going to be able to use it to his advantage here, not even letting James get a shot off here. Justin Go going 3-0. Incredible. Not a single shot missed. Going to be going in once again with the Krieg 6. Will we see some style points come through? Starting off with a fist here. Watch as James tries to sprint out the right-hand side of green. Looking like Justin Go just getting this mid-control yet again. Throwing the flash here. Is he going to get a hit marker? He gets a hit marker. Flashed enemy going to be throwing the frag grenade. Will he find the frag? No, he won't. Both players are going to be in each other's wheelhouses right now. Second floor of green building. Where is James going to go to get away from this here? Justin is going to come through the backside here and find those shots. 4-0. James Handy trying to keep up, but just can't with Justin's speed. Look at that, just waiting in the right spot. Every single time, just in the right place, the right time. RPD and Gallo, 2 very different weapons here. The Gallo going to be relying on speed and just the ability to come back shot after shot. The RPD sitting in one spot and holding down the trigger. Either one is a valid option of play here. Let's see if Justin Go is going to be able to just win this one outright here. And he does. Going to be 5-0. Just one more round stands in the way of victory here. Think that Justin Go is probably going to get the shutout here, but James Handy still has a try. He can go for the RPD or he can go for the Gallo. Whichever one didn't work out last time, he can try his hand at it this time. Changing up the playstyle a little bit might be the key here, but it could also be a shutout round here if Justin Go just does what he does and Justin goes into the other player's spawn. And honestly, we see Justin Go hitting the Molotov, not going to be where it needs to be though. Watches James gets the first shot actually. A 2 health advantage here, but unfortunately it's not going to go his way. Justin Go is going to head off to the next round. It's 6-0. Justin Go, round 12. And this is going to be his second win. We love to see it here. Next up, who do we have left on the scoreboard right now that can jump in with us? Think we're going to be taking Naji. Naji is going to be coming up next here.
He's ready.
Najee is ready. Najee or not? How do I say it? Najee.
Najee.
Awesome. Alrighty.
Cool.
Got Najee Benjamin up against Justin Go. Can we ask Justin some questions? We should
Yeah.
have done that last time too.
Yeah, totally forgot. Did not
How do
forget.
he's just too fast. He just
Yeah,
goes.
he's too fast. Dude, he finishes the game so quickly, I totally forget that we're just like moving on to the next one. No cap.
All right, well, this is also going to be a good note here. This is the last fight here before we see our pro. So
True.
one of these men will be fighting our pro player.
There we go. So how long have you been playing Call of Duty?
I started off on original Call of Duty Modern Warfare, so that was probably like maybe 8, 9 years old. So probably my favorite Call of Duty would be the MW2, though, for sure.
Definitely making its calls.
My man.
There you go. Same thing with him.
Absolutely. So this is going to be a pretty interesting fight right now. So we've seen Justin go for this now. It's third round up here, but Najee, first time up, and it looks like he's ready to go. It's going to be controller versus controller. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. Are we going to just have this whole bracket just for Najee to come through and end us all out in one fell swoop, or is Justin Go going to continue Justin going and run away with it? We'll find out now. AUG and RPG-7 to start off with. Now, this is going to be the thermal-equipped AUG, but no smoke grenade. We'll be making this a little bit interesting right now as they go through with this very quick round. Najee picking up the first bit of damage onto Justin. Let's see if Najee's going to be able to find even more. Going for this next one here, just waiting in the sideline, trying to find where his teammate or where his enemy is. He gets one quick burst. Absolutely incredible. Najee is going to come through. I alluded to it in the beginning. Is he just going to run away with it and just end our bracket immediately as the last person that comes up? See, Justin Go is going to be readjusting in the chair, getting ready, sitting up. This is all or nothing for everybody involved. Spreading out to both sides of mid here. But it's going to be Justin Go that picks up the clean burst. Starting in the leg and then using the recoil to just bounce up to the final headshot here. We did see a little bit of damage come through, but as that second burst missed, that second burst had a chance to end Justin Go's life, but he's able to keep on it right here. Justin Go and Najee Benjamin, both 1 and 1. We see the carve in the 1911 right now. Justin Go very narrowly surviving right there. Now, luckily, Najee wasn't re-peeking that because Justin would have entirely missed that headshot. See the Semtex also going to be missing right here. Justin got to dial back in here. Najee going to be waiting to find where Justin gets a little bit too aggressive, pushes out into his territory. Najee going to be backing up into green garage right now, waiting to see, sees the red name tag, but unfortunately Justin Go is just going to be a little bit too fast. 2 to 1. Let's see this kill cam here as Justin Go peeks around the sideline. He knows that he's in the garage. He picks up 1 shot, 2 bursts. All you need here. Stim shot and the Semtex, the carve yet again. Let's find out who will win this next one. Is it going to go 2 to 2, or are we just going to stay neck and neck, or is Justin Go going to run away with it here? Justin Go leading the sideline here. He throws the Semtex, almost ends his life there as Najee. Oh, down to 3 HP. It's 3 HP versus 33, but luckily Justin Go was able to get the stim shot here. Najee was not able to stim up fast enough, and Justin Go is going to be bringing us 3 to 1. This is getting extremely hairy. That was, I think, the closest round we've had in a while. That Semtex actually would have killed Justin if he had to back off from that fight. Type 63 in the MP5. We haven't seen this loadout yet. Type 63 is an incredibly fast DMR. That is a great single-fire rifle that can do some great 2-shot kills, 1-shot headshot even. There's that 2-shot kill I was talking about. As we see Najee Benjamin just right-clicking and left-clicking, although he's using a controller. So he's left triggering and right triggering. 1, 2, oh, it's actually 3. These nerfs are just insane, but I'm actually happy to see that Type 63 get nerfed, but it's only 1 month before Vanguard comes out. Not enough time in my opinion, but we are going to be seeing the same loadout again, Type 63 in the MP5. Najee going to be acquiring the target first, but he gets the first shot into his chest here. He is going to be able to survive here, and that Semtex does not do as much damage as it should have. Justin Go! He would have had that if he had a full magazine, but he didn't. Najee Benjamin is going to come out on top. Justin ran out of bullets mid-skirmish here, allowing Najee to get that final shot. I love it when it comes down to this. This is the second round that's ended like that. Najee Benjamin and Justin go neck and neck. It's 3-3 right now. The XM4 and the 1911. Now, the 1911 is going to be the weapon of choice here for Justin Go as he turns around the sideline here. Goes down to 44 HP. He flashes himself. This is not looking good. Justin, what are you going to do as Najee comes around the sideline here? He's going to be sitting in on the truck. Is he going to find the shot? Is Justin just going to get a little bit too zealous, a little bit too aggressive, peek out? We'll find out now. He does still have a Semtex in his back pocket. Will he be able to use it? Najee Benjamin going to be throwing out that stun grenade. He's going to get that stun. 1 damage and also a little bit of information, that intel to where Justin's playing from. He sees Justin, but he doesn't land a shot here. Unfortunate. Justin's just 1, maybe 2 shots away, depending on where he hits him. XM4, 14 bullets in the chamber, but he only needs 1 or 2. Is he going to find it? Justin Go just holding out for dear time right now. 13 seconds on the clock. This is intense. He's going to get taken out, though, just over the rim of both cars from across the map. The longest shot you can do in Nuketown. Beautiful. Just a single slew of bullets is all it takes. We are going to be seeing Najee Benjamin jumping up here. It's 4-3. Justin Go needs to win this round to stay in the running. 1911 in hand, XM4 on the back. He's going to pull out the XM4, try to find where Najee's playing from. Najee's just too quick. Justin might be able to go, but Najee does what needs to be done. See Najee just swinging out the sideline here, using the mannequin for cover, making it extremely hard for Justin to reacquire. Incredible. It's going to be the XM4 1911 yet again. It's not the same loadout, but it is the same guns here. 5 rounds win for Najee. Let's see if he's going to be able to close it out here. The XM4 got a stun grenade. He's got a frag grenade. He's going to be swinging around on bus, but unfortunately it's going to be Justin Go that wins. But when you reach 5 rounds, it is best of 9. That is going to be the round for Najee Benjamin, who wins the ladder here. That means Najee Benjamin is going against our pro player here. Absolutely incredible. Justin Go, you won 2 rounds on the 3rd, taken out by Najee Benjamin. This was not in the script. Najee Benjamin, luckily we didn't bring him on here earlier. That would have just been elimination all the way up.
He was scouting out the competition prior. He's out here taking notes.
Incredible. So let's talk to Najee.
Yep. So how long have you been playing Cold War?
Cold War, I haven't touched it, but I've been playing Cold Duty since Black Ops.
You haven't been playing Cold War, and you just walk up and you take this bracket.
I mean, it's Call of Duty.
Oh, this man's is dangerous.
Ooh. He was just ready for it. He just said, oh, well, it says COD on it. I can play it.
It says COD on it. There's a controller on this desk. It might have stick drift. It might also not be anyone's controller in particular, but he doesn't care.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to him. I think that we're going to be bringing on our pro player now. Kanashi,
Is that it?
who is our pro player?
We have the specs from the producer. What? What? I can't. I have to literally turn every single time. I don't know when people are queuing me, and it's literally just me in this post. I have a full metal pole starting out here. So yeah, we do have somebody coming up representing San Jose State Esports. Yes.
Our pro player here.
Let me give you some space. How you doing?
All right, how you doing?
And what should we refer to you in this game here?
You can refer to me as Ian.
Ian?
Yeah, Ian Cherry.
Ian's ready to go. But yeah, you were here earlier. I remember just testing out everything. How do you think of the competition so far?
Pretty good competition here. I mean, there are some good players, so it's going to be fun.
Definitely. He's looking forward to it. Go ahead and take a seat. I think we're just about ready to go. So yeah, we will see how the official title of this showcase, by the way, is the 1v1 Me Pro. Got the pro. Have the 1v1 champion here. So now it's a battle of who's going to come out on top.
Who is going to come out on top? It was a battle of skill, but we've seen Najee just come up and say, hey, I'm actually the top. I'm actually going to take this away. But let's see if he can stand up against our resident pro here from San Jose State University, Spartan Esports. Is he going to be able to just shut out our player? We're ready to go whenever they are. It is going to be controller versus controller yet again. Kanashi, how do you think this is going to go? What is going to be your your prediction.
Once again, like you have to go through the gauntlet if you're Najee. You know, you had to have scouted everybody, understand how this game is going to play out, but you don't know what this guy is coming with. You don't know what Ian has in his back pocket. So it's definitely like experience. Yes, you could go either way. It's just a matter of I feel like whoever gets the first couple of them is going to start rolling with momentum and keeping it rolling.
I think that's kind of how it's been, especially with this weird first to 6, but also it's best of 9.
Best of 9, yeah.
But you know, it's gonna be interesting to see how this first round plays out. I think that's gonna set the pace for us. We've seen Najee's speed. We've seen him take out Justin Go, and we thought Justin was fast. Najee's just faster. Now we see Ian coming through. And, well, let's find out. Going to start off with the Krieg 6, and if Ian is a pro player, then Ian knows exactly how to use this Krieg 6 because it is the meta for the CDL and CCL. We are going to be seeing the Krieg 6 actually with a thermal scope that is not actually allowed in league play, so a little bit different than what Ian's used to. But let's see if Najee's going to be able to pull it out here. Not even played Black Ops Cold War, and he's going to win this first round against Ian. Once again, Ian most likely not going to be used to that thermal scope here. Pro players don't ever really use anything outside of the league match regulations. Thermal scope is not allowed in that, so that is a little bit of a disadvantage and a really good advantage for Najee here. Now, Najee is going to use this momentum to his advantage. He just runs out and tries the same thing again. You know, let's see if it'll work out twice. Ian is going to come through here using these off angles. It's going to work out. Now, remember, Najee is just incredible at Call of Duty. He's got this mechanical skill, but he's never played Cold War. He started on Black Ops, and he's played Nuketown before. Black Ops, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. They've all had Nuketown. Actually, I think there was even one more Call of Duty in that also had Nuketown. That wasn't even a Black Ops game, but you know, Najee's been playing, but he hasn't played Cold War. You've got Ian, who is a professional Cold War player. This is going to be neck and neck, honestly, and I can't wait to see. Looks like we're on the Carve 2 once again with that thermal optic, and once again, giving Ian a little bit of a run for his money. He's not going to be able to, use it to the extent that he wants to, given the fact that neither the Carve 2 nor the thermal optic are going to be allowed in play, but he doesn't care. He's got these skills down pat. He's going to be able to pick up a quick target acquisition on the sideline there as Najee tries to find anything through mid control, but he might have controlled mid, but that's not where Ian's playing from. Ian's playing from the top here, and, playing from the top of the skill bracket, top of yellow building as well. Let's find out now as we see the score line go 2-1. Ian will be standing on the side here. Once again, trying to find these off angles that Najee might not be used to. Najee as well, just going to be trying to go for this mid control. He went for the mid control last time. It didn't work out because he could not find where Ian was playing from. This time, Ian is going to be playing from just these weird angles yet again. Just not in any of these positions that you would normally see in just a regular casual game. Ian is doing an incredible job right now of just keeping the pace alive as Najee holds mid control. He knows that if that timer does end up running out, he's going to have the advantage to be able to take the flags. That means that Ian's going to find him. Ian does end up finding Najee here. Najee's going to try to reacquire the target, but he's not going to be able to as Ian comes around the sideline here. Half of his magazine is depleted. Ian's going to reload here. Now, 150 HP on Ian, 96 on Najee. Neither are more than a 2 burst away from death, though. 9 seconds remaining before that flag is going to need to be capped here. Najee is in a great position for it. Ian is not. So if this timer doesn't end up running out, we are going to be seeing the overtime flag come through. Najee can just sprint over to the flag here. It's 5 seconds overtime. If Najee doesn't sprint to the flag, that means that he's actually going to lose by health. But he does end up getting the flag in time here. Going to be taking it. He hears the footsteps and he takes out Ian with a Magnum. Hello? Najee Benjamin, where did you come from, and why are you not playing at San Jose State University Esports? Because this is something that I was not expecting. Both of them playing at the top of their game right now. FAR1 and Diamante is going to be the new loadout. And let's see if this Diamante is going to change things up a little bit here. The FAR1 is fast, but the Diamante is actually faster. Time to kill just a little bit up above that of the FFAR1. Najee is going to throw out the stun grenade, try to find a little bit of information. That information not going to be found given the fact that there was no hit marker. Ian is going to be playing this a little bit more safe, a little bit in a regular angle, other than, compared to last time, he was in these off angles, these meta angles that just weren't being played by casuals but are being played by pros. Now he's going to be playing more of these casual angles here, and it's going to be Najee that holds off in the back here and doesn't want to go in for the mid control like he has been the last few rounds here. Now finding Ian and Najee looking the same direction, but not at each other. It's going to be Najee coming through with this shot. Incredible. Once again, Najee has never played Black Ops Cold War before the recent 1v1 that we saw, and now he has a round up on the Cold War pro player. This is incredible. I'm loving every single second of this. Once again, we see the FAR1, the Diamatti, pointing at the camera, that confidence. We love to see it. Najee Benjamin in the flesh. Be throwing off the frag grenade to start things off with. Ian going to be hearing it go off. Not sure where it came from or where it could be. Najee comes from. Najee through the alleyway, through the moving truck, all the way into the back where B-site sits on domination. Going to be able to pick up these shots onto Ian. This brings us 4-2 scoreline. M16 FAR1. We've seen this loadout before. The M16 has that burst that is extremely deadly, but the FAR1 is just fast. Now Ian did peek out here, and he did see where Najee was, but is Ian going to be able to pick up the first shot? No, Najee picks up the first shot yet again. Switched out to the M16. He's going to be on 52 HP. There is going to be a stim, though, so he does get a chance to reset here. Using that stim up, though, going to have to wait for it to recharge if he wants another try. See if he's going to be able to use this frag here. Najee sprinting out the side. He sees where Ian is. He's got the target. Now Ian is going to have another stim beacon here. He's going to use it again, once again on that reset. Restock is an incredible perk for these 1v1s, and it just makes the FAR1 M16 loadout so incredibly unique. He shoots the mannequin first, but Ian is going to be able to come out on top. He gets that last spray. It's going 3-4. Remember, it is best of 9, so technically this is match point. If Najee actually wins one more, that is going to be the round. It's best of 9, not necessarily even the first to 6 here. But as we get into this next one here, is it going to go 4-4? Is Ian going to get a chance? If Ian doesn't win this one, it is going to be over. And Najee ends up winning the 1v1 Pro. Let's see what's going to happen here. Ian going for these shots. He gets taken a little bit by surprise here. Got 122 HP left. He's not going to go for the stim. He's just going to go for the ADS here. He ends up going down. Najee 3-5 here. Najee ends up winning. It's best of 9. That is actually the round. We want to play one more, we can, but that is the end of the game. It is best of 9. That's it. That's the 1v1 Pro. Let's see. We're going to play the last round out here anyway. Najee Benjamin, knowing that he's got the one up on the SJSU Pro here, is 5-3 is the scoreline. Najee Benjamin is just going to be going with these dual 1911s right now. Standard issue 1911. He's got 2 of them. He's going into the sideline here. He sees the shots come through from Ian. Ian's just going to be running around here and trying to find out where Najee is going to be sprinting towards them. They're both going to be in close quarters, right where the dual pistols are best played. Is going to be Najee Benjamin coming through on top here. Ian wins the last round, but Najee wins the ladder here. Coming in at the very last stand in the bracket to win the 1v1 bracket. 1v1ing the Pro and coming out on top, Najee Benjamin. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that just left me speechless, literally.
Dude. He's never played Cold War, Ian. What if your coach sees this? He's a good player.
He's a good player. He got the acknowledgement. That's very big.
That is incredible. Najee Benjamin, just go ahead and tell us about yourself. You never played Cold War.
I'm 27 from New York City. I've been playing Call of Duty video games all my life. I did have a little stint pro play with Smite, and I did play a lot of Call of Duty game battles, the little tournaments online. So I got a little experience, playing in the high competitive field, but this Call of Duty is it's new to me.
That's crazy. I love that, but that competitive spirit, it stays with you,
Yeah.
and no matter what, at the end of the day, that's what we love about Call of Duty.
Exactly.
It comes out every single year, and it's got just that same little standard. No matter what, you're comfortable, and we've proven that here. Najee Benjamin just showing up at the end of the bracket like, oh, hey, guys, I know you got a ladder going on. Let me hop on here. Oh, the last one. Okay, here you go. And then just wins. And then, oh, the pro player? Okay.
Okay. It's just one more.
There's one more.
Just one more series.
It doesn't matter if you're a pro player. It doesn't matter if you're a CDL champion. It doesn't matter if you're a CCL champion. If you're going 1v1 against Najee Benjamin, you better watch out.
Yeah, and that is exactly what we were here for. Definitely some amazing storylines that we've had today. Thank you for all the players for showing up. we had a really interesting matchup, you know, once again, 1v1v Pro event here at the Cannery in San Francisco. Once again, thank you for showing up for the San Francisco Fleet Week Esports Challenge. I've been Kanashi, that's been Artie. Thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you guys so much.